I've just been given some of the biggest secrets in Disney World. Can I trust you? Good, because these Magic Kingdom secrets come with great responsibility. Don't tell anyone. Imagineers have been working for over 50 years on Magic Kingdom, and there is so much to take in. But what if I were to tell you? Magic Kingdom is full of secrets. And for our first secret, we are in the kind of back of Main Street USA. Did you know that Main Street has a functioning barbershop? Here at the Harmony Barber Shop, you can get a child's haircut, an adult haircut, a beard trim, or the very special package, the first haircut. The Harmony Barber Shop is a charmingly old-fashioned place for guests of all ages to get a haircut and a few Disney surprises. Here you can actually get a child's haircut, an adult haircut, a beard trim, and even book the special package for a child's first haircut. The first haircut package is super cute. It comes with Mickey glitter, and they're gonna make them up really nice, and they make it a very special moment, because that is a special moment in every kid's life, a first haircut. That's a big deal. So Disney recognizes that. It's super cute, super fun, and you can get a little certificate, and it's super cute. So if you happen to be bringing your child and they haven't had a first haircut yet, you could do it in a very magical place. And of course, while you're walking down Main Street USA, the focal point is the castle. I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at it. How can you not? But did you know there's actually a secret street within Main Street? About halfway down Main Street, if you go to the right, in between Crystal Arts and Uptown Jewelers, this is actually called Center Street. Every time I come down here, this street is not crowded at all. If you need a spot to get away from the crowds, if you want to sit somewhere, maybe you're overstimulated, anything like that, come over here. Many times I've just been sitting here on Main Street just to take a break before I head back out into the crowds. And actually there's a hidden detail back here as well. Up on the second floor of this building with the red brick, you can see in the windows there is voice lessons and music and dance lessons. If you're over here and you listen pretty well, it's a little quiet, but you can hear people getting tap dance lessons, getting voice lessons. You can hear it through the window, so that's a super fun and unique Disney detail. And now making our way down Main Street USA. I know when you first get here to Magic Kingdom in the morning, you probably rope dropped, you're ready to get on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or you're ready to go on Jungle Cruise, get all those rides done, because there's so much to do in Magic Kingdom. But I need to tell you something very important. Disney parks are all about the details. I know there's fun rides, there's cool shows, fun characters to meet, but Disney does a great job all about details, and you need to look at them, and I want to tell you about them, okay? So just listen, it's important. If you look up at the windows on Main Street USA, you'll notice several names. These names are tributes to various Imagineers and some of the Walt Disney Company's most important people. All of these names on every single window on Main Street USA is a real person and someone who had something to do with Disney World or the Disney Company in general. So it's a really cool history moment if you love learning more about Walt Disney and his life and all of the people who made his dreams become a reality. Take the time to just walk down Main Street and pay attention to all the windows. And an even more fun fact about names on the windows is actually there's a window on the train station of Magic Kingdom and a window at the very opposite end of Main Street USA above the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. Both of those windows say Walt Disney's name so that you can see Walt Disney when you first walk into the park and when you leave the park. So he's the first and last name you see. And speaking on Main Street USA secrets specifically, I have a video up already on the channel now all about every single secret on Main Street USA. Also gives you a little background and the history of Main Street. So if you haven't seen that video, you should definitely go check it out. It's a good one. And I'm sorry it's raining, so I'm standing under an awning, but there is another window that I want to point out. Editor, please zoom in or I'll get more B-roll later. There is a window over there that says Roy E. Disney, and Roy is actually Walt's brother. And if you don't know, Walt Disney passed away before the building of Magic Kingdom was complete, so he never got to see it in person. But Roy, his brother, was the one to make it all happen and make Walt's dreams come true. So if you ever see Roy Disney, that is Walt's brother. I also need to point out that this is just a personal thing because I know a lot about Disney history. The statue of the man that is sitting on the bench with Minnie Mouse at the front of Main Street USA, that is not Walt Disney. That is Roy Disney, his brother, the one who made Magic Kingdom happen, okay? If you're a fan of Lady and the Tramp, then you absolutely have to come check out Tony's Town Square Restaurant on Main Street USA. And no, I'm not saying to eat here. In front of the restaurant, you'll see 2 pairs of paw prints inside of a heart, and I wonder who made those. Now, a lot of the times they are difficult to find because stroller parking is always right here, but if you walk down here, look, there's 2 little paw prints inside of a heart with an arrow on it. Disney details. Tony's Town Square is a table service restaurant on Main Street, USA. As soon as you walk into Magic Kingdom, it is on your right. It is Italian food. It's not the best restaurant in Magic Kingdom, but I think it does have some good options that stand out. Now, everyone loves Italian, but this is no ordinary Italian restaurant. It's actually where Lady and the Tramp had their first kiss. Fun fact about myself and my family, when I was younger, we did have a Cocker Spaniel, and we did name her Lady. I love Lady and the Tramp. If you're watching this with your kids, or if you are someone who's never seen the movie Lady and the Tramp, as soon as this video is over, you have to stop what you're doing and watch Lady and the Tramp, okay? Please. Now, even though you see flags on top of the Main Street buildings, there's only one real American flag, and it's the large one on top of the flagpole closest to the train station. This flag is actually raised every morning and taken down every evening during the flag retreat. All of the other flags you'll see down Main Street USA are not real, authentic American flags. They might have the incorrect number of stars or stripes, and because they are not real, authentic American flags, that means they do not have to take these down and put them up every single day. It also means that they don't have to be lit at night. The only one that has to be taken down, put up, and lit is actually here in the middle of town center. The flag retreat happens every day at 5 p.m., weather permitting. It is actually a very, very sweet ceremony. Disney picks a veteran who is here as a guest for the day, and they are the special helper for the flag retreat. It's very moving, very beautiful. So it's been happening for 50 years. It happens every single day, and it's very, very special. Now, if you dine at the Jungle Navigation Co. Skipper Canteen restaurant in Adventureland, there are a few different places you could be seated. One of these locations is the SEA, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers room. As the story goes, the secret meeting room was previously hidden behind a bookcase, and you'll pass that bookcase as you head inside. Sage, Emma, and myself very recently ate at Skipper Canteen, and we actually got seated inside the hidden room for the Society of Explorers, and we actually sat in the butterfly booth, which is a coveted table. So it was a super fun experience. If you love the Jungle Cruise attraction, you're going to love this restaurant. Lots of puns, but also good food. So if you haven't seen that video yet, if you want to know more about the food that's served here, go check out that video already up on the channel. And there's actually a lot more to the story involving this restaurant. There's so many hidden details inside the restaurant as well, so I encourage you to look into that if you're interested. Also, I'm always thinking about the cheese bread here at Skipper Canteen. It's a secret menu item, but yet they tell you about it as soon as you sit down at your table. What kind of secret is that? Arg, mateys. We've made it over to the Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave the accents to Emma. She can do that. I'll find my own thing. So I apologize for any pirates out there that I just offended. Pirates of the Caribbean is a classic Disney attraction. It is a dark boat ride, and you are taking a sail through the town where pirates are doing their pillaging and plundering, if you will. It's a super fun attraction. It's very, very popular, almost probably one of the most popular rides in all of Disney World. It is a fan favorite for a reason, and there's one of my favorite secrets in all of Magic Kingdom in this attraction. All right, so what is that secret? In the Pirates of the Caribbean queue, there is 2 skeletons in a jail cell playing chess. Now, they set up the chessboard and set up the chess pieces to make it a stalemate, and kind of hinting at that's what happened to the skeletons. So I think it's a really cool detail. Disney thinks of everything, okay? I just think that's awesome. Now, sometimes cast members might move the chess pieces, so we can't necessarily guarantee that it will be a stalemate the next time you're in line. Please, if you've ever seen it and it is a stalemate, comment down below, because I think that's super fun. Also, another cool thing about the queue for this attraction is that during the Halloween party, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, sometimes they have live actors that are in the jail cells when you walk through the queue, and they're talking to you, they're in character. I think honestly, that's one of my favorite things about the Halloween parties is the ride overlays. So if you're coming for the Halloween party, just be prepared, check it out. And our next couple of secrets will take place here in Liberty Square. And I want to apologize in advance. One of these is gross, okay? This is your forewarning. While you're walking through Liberty Square, take a look at the ground. The brown pathway that you see is meant to represent the waste that used to flow through the streets during colonial times, considering that indoor plumbing didn't exist. Now, to play into this even further, there are no bathrooms in Liberty Square. Since public restrooms weren't a thing in colonial times, all the restrooms in this area are just outside the boundaries of Liberty Square. So you might think that they're in Liberty Square, but they're technically not. Like, for example, bathrooms in the restaurant in Liberty Tree Tavern, technically in Frontierland when you draw out the lines. Same thing for Columbia Harbor House. Restrooms aren't technically in Liberty Square. They're in the next land over. So again, what I'm trying to tell you in this video, Disney thinks of everything. Details, very important. I know, that secret kind of stinks. Sorry, I had to. Now, this next secret is for all my plant lovers out there. We're gonna talk about one of, if not the oldest thing in Disney World. And I am actually talking about this tree that is in Liberty Square. This live oak tree is over 100 years old, and hanging from its branches are 13 lanterns to represent the original 13 colonies. This tree was actually found on Disney World property and transplanted to this location. Fun fact, this is actually Quincy's favorite thing in all of Disney World. If there's one thing you need to know about Quincy, she loves Shrek, and she loves old trees. All right, for our next secret, let's go ride an attraction, okay? Maybe a Liberty Square riverboat? Because yeah, there's some secrets we gotta talk about. Here in Liberty Square, you can cruise the scenic rivers of America aboard the Liberty Belle and take a gander at life in the US over a century. Here in Liberty Square, Magic Kingdom, you can actually take a ride on a riverboat. You can cruise the scenic rivers of America aboard the Liberty Belle and take a gander at life in the US over a century ago. And I just have to tell you about this secret because there's actually a secret room on the riverboat. Now, on the second floor of the riverboat, which is the level that you do walk onto on the riverboat, there is a little noticed indoor room. This room is a great place to take a seat and relax. There are several comfy booth seats and plenty of artwork to look at on the walls. Also, a great spot if you grabbed a snack before you got on the riverboat and want to sit down and eat it. I will say, depending on where you sit in this room is going to determine how your ride on the riverboat goes, because right here, right in the doorway where the door's open, wonderful, breezy, feels great. But if you're sitting in a spot that doesn't have that, it is so hot and muggy in this room. So take that with a grain of salt. This room also isn't always open, so sometimes they will have the doors closed and the room is so secret you can't even get in.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
You know we were gonna make a stop here. There are so many secrets in this ride alone. We're only gonna talk about a few. Haunted Mansion is a fan favorite attraction in Disney World. It's so popular they actually have a version of the attraction in every single park around the globe, and each one is a little bit different, so it makes it even more popular. People try to ride them all. In this attraction, you will hop into a Doom Buggy Omni Mover like vehicle and you will take a tour through the Haunted Mansion, but be careful. There's room for one more ghost, and they want it to be you. Our first secret actually comes outside in the queue. In the interactive portion of the queue for the Haunted Mansion ride, you'll be able to spot a wedding ring embedded in the ground. This was actually added after so many fans claimed that a flush metal pipe in the ground of the original queue was a wedding ring belonging to the bride inside the ride. It originally was not, but after so many rumors and speculations, Disney decided to play along and they actually added it to the queue. And our second secret for this video, specifically for Haunted Mansion, actually takes place after you get off the ride. After you get off of Haunted Mansion, make sure to check out the Pet Cemetery towards the exit of the attraction. At the very top, you'll find Mr. Toad in the cemetery as a tribute to the long gone Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I think that's a super cool detail, a very fun secret, giving a nod to an old attraction that used to be here. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride used to be in Fantasyland, but no longer is here anymore. We do still have the attraction over in Disneyland, but that's not the only nod here in Magic Kingdom to this old attraction. We'll get to the second one later. And that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to secrets about Haunted Mansion specifically. There are so many more, there's so many fun rumors and storylines that fans over the years have come up with, and there's so much backstory to this specific attraction. So if you want to learn more about it, check out our website. And if you want to know even more myths about Haunted Mansion, Sage and I just finished filming a video and it turned out really, really well. I'm very proud of that video where Sage and I busted a whole bunch of Disney myths, not just about Magic Kingdom, but all of Disney World in general. So if you're curious about some of those very popular myths and want to know if they're true or if they're false, go check out that video. Now, have you ever looked down into the water when you're on It's a Small World or other fountains in the park and see so many coins in the water? Well, did you know that Disney actually does something with all of those coins? So all of the coins tossed into the wells, into the water fountains, into the water rides, and any water features are actually regularly collected and donated to Give Kids the World. Give Kids the World is a great organization that helps out kids and their families, most of the time bringing them to Disney World for a very magical trip. So all of those coins that you see tossed into water fountains at Disney World, if you feel so inclined, throw a couple coins in there. Your money will not be wasted. It will go to a very good cause. Now, this next secret is very, very important. If you are someone who uses your phone in Disney World, and technically that's everyone, because we use our phones for everything now, this next secret you're gonna want to remember. In the area of the famous Tangled restrooms, there's actually a seating area made of tree stumps. These tree stumps have charging ports and outlets on their sides, so this is a great place to relax and charge up. A lot of the times this could be very crowded, so if you see it and it's not crowded at all, come take a seat. They also have tables. All right, so you come over here, got these little tree stumps. They've got regular outlets and USB ports. Charging my phone while I sit and I'm actually in the shade, so this is really nice today. All right, this next secret is very exciting because it's interactive, but not interactive in the way that you think I mean interactive. I'll explain. It's a really cool secret, okay? Follow me. Our next secret takes us to Pinocchio Village House. This is a quick service restaurant in Fantasyland. We, don't overly love this restaurant, but it has good food. It's got basic stuff like your flatbreads and your salads and chicken tenders. There will be something for everyone in your family to please here, but again, it's not overly amazing food. But there's a secret inside this restaurant. So if you do decide to dine in Pinocchio Village House, make sure to check for the wish book in the dining area. This book is located in the back left side of the restaurant and is left there so that guests can write their wishes inside. All right, so I just walked in. I can see the painting Pinocchio with the dancers. Come over here to the left, right by, so there's that set of stairs. The wish book is actually right over here. And you can totally walk up to that book and sign it, tell it your wishes, and hopefully they will come true. I think this is a super cool, fun thing that nobody knows about because the book was empty. Like, it had no wishes in there. A bonus secret for this restaurant is there's actually seating where you can watch people get into the boats for It's a Small World and start the ride. And they actually have fun signs over here on the tables that say things like clap or sing Let It Go or sing We Don't Talk About Bruno. And you can try to get the people riding It's a Small World to join in on the fun. So extra bonus secret. And speaking of fountains, make sure to stop by Cinderella Fountain in Fantasyland to make a wish. It's located near the back of the castle over by Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. When looking at Cinderella from the height of an adult, she appears as a normal girl, but from the head of a child, she has a crown on her head. And I guess I'm child height because I'm just standing here and she looks like she has a crown on her head. Also, pro tip, very important for Disney World in the summer, specifically this water fountain on the very right side of Cinderella. There, right there. This water fountain, coldest water fountain I have found in Disney World. All right, remember when I said there's going to be another nod to Mr. Toad? We have made it, and it's over at the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. On the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, as you're heading into Owl's house, look to your left and you'll notice a photo of Mr. Toad handing the deed for the attraction over to Owl. Once again, this is a tribute to Mr. Toad's old ride that was located in the exact same spot that Winnie the Pooh now occupies. I think that is a great secret and a great tribute as well. Walt once said that Disneyland will never be complete because, there's always going to be newer technology and more exciting things. And so, as the years go by and we update older attractions, it's very nice to have those subtle nods to what once was and what we'll always remember, even though I never got to ride Mr. Toad's. Now, for my next secret, if you love hidden Mickeys, you're gonna love this secret. This is a very unique hidden Mickey, and it's very, very hard to spot. But I will do my best to show you. Now, there are several hidden Mickeys surrounding the area of Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid. Specifically, there's a hidden Steamboat Willie at the exit of the attraction after you get off, as well as a hidden Mickey that only appears on Mickey's birthday. I'm not joking, this is a hidden Mickey that you can only see one day of the year around noon. It is in the queue of The Little Mermaid, kind of towards the beginning of the queue. It only appears on Mickey's birthday because of the sun and how the light hits these certain rocks in the queue, and then it projects a hidden Mickey onto the wall with light, and there's also a hidden Minnie, even with a bow. So if you're in Magic Kingdom on November 18th, which is Mickey Mouse's birthday, go hop in the queue for Little Mermaid around noon, and you'll see it. Cast members stand there. It's like a celebration, and last year they all sang happy birthday to Mickey. It's really sweet. It's really cool. Come on, a hidden Mickey you can only see one day of the year? That's insane. You may also spot a hidden Nautilus or two, which is a tribute to the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine voyage that occupied the space before this ride. So again, Disney loves to make nods to old attractions, and I think that's really cool. Now for this next secret, I just want to give a heads up to any of those who might be allergic to nuts. Be careful around this next secret. We have made it over to Storybook Circus at the back of Fantasyland. Now, I was just kidding. If you're allergic to nuts, it's okay. You're gonna be okay. But this is actually a really cool, another hidden detail secret. This whole area back here is a Storybook Circus, of course, and Disney has put in all the stops for all of the details. I would tell you anywhere in Disney World, look everywhere, including up above your head and down on the ground, because a lot of the times Disney will make each ground in each land different, but it's themed to that land. Specifically here in Storybook Circus. It's actually really cool. So the next time you're strolling through New Fantasyland near the Dumbo attraction, right outside of it, look down on the ground. You'll spot horse and wagon tracks as well as peanuts stuck in the ground. I mean, it is a circus after all. You can find horse tracks, you can find elephant tracks, and you can even see Peanut. This is just another level of detail that Disney thinks about and puts effort into. Of course, these are not real peanuts, so if you are allergic, it's okay, you're gonna be fine. That was just a joke. I was trying to introduce the new secret. It was a bit, okay? Just play with it. And for our next secret, we're gonna keep heading farther back into Storybook Circus. And close by, here in the back of Storybook Circus, you can check out the Casey Jr. Splash and Soak Station. This is a great spot to cool off on a hot day. I will say it is very hot right now, and I am so tempted to run through this station, but I can't get all my equipment wet. So I'm not going to, but I'm sure it feels so nice to do right now. So if you need to cool off, if you need your kiddos to cool off, maybe bring them an extra change of clothes, let them have fun out here for 30 minutes and they will cool right off. But I will say, Casey Jr., the little train that could from Dumbo, has a sneaky secret. Each train car has a 2-digit number on it. These 4 numbers are the years the 4 Disney World parks opened. Magic Kingdom in 71, Epcot in 82, Hollywood Studios in 89, and Animal Kingdom in 98. Now we have made it over to Tomorrowland for our last couple of secrets. And first, we're making a stop at Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. This is an indoor show in the Magic Kingdom where you travel through the 20th century and marvel at the evolution of technology during this classic audio animatronic show. Now, Disney likes to drop a whole bunch of Easter eggs in all of their attractions, and this show has so many Easter eggs. So let's talk about some. Specifically in the last scene, there are 4 hidden Mickeys, and actually the grandmother from the attraction looks very familiar, almost ghostly, one would say. So that's just a fun little tidbit. I'm sorry. It's never been confirmed, but there are some instances where people think that Disney has reused an animatronic. So for example, the grandmother here in Carousel of Progress looks a lot like the grandmother that you find in the Haunted Mansion in the big ballroom scene. Same with a lot of the presidents over at the Hall of Presidents. Some people think a lot of those animatronics have been reused in places like Spaceship Earth. So that's just a fun little thing to think about. It's never been confirmed, but you know, I will say, those grandmothers look like they could be twins. As you're walking through Tomorrowland, you may notice some odd-looking metal palm trees, and maybe you thought to yourself, what are these doing here? How does that fit with Tomorrowland? But I promise you, it does. The Imagineering story behind these trees is that they are a source of power for Tomorrowland called Power Palms. The branches could open up to collect solar energy. Each tree has coconuts, and the coconuts are harvested to collect the power. When charged up, the leaves of the palm would retract. In fact, you can even see that one of the palm trees has been harvested and the coconuts are gone. So these coconuts were used for some solar energy. Now I need to preface and say that these palm trees don't actually have solar energy. Like it's for theming. It's for backstory, okay? They don't actually produce solar energy, but it's more of an idea of what the future would look like. Disney does use solar energy for their parks, And you can learn a lot more about that in my Tomorrowland Secrets video, where I did mention more about the palm trees. So go check that out if you haven't seen it, if you want to know even more Tomorrowland secrets. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Now go watch Sage and I ruin our Disney World vacation to show you how to fix Disney World disasters. See you there!